Welcome again, everybody, to the Meadly... What?
Meadly deedly.
Welcome again, everybody, to the Media Lunch Break, bringing you all of your... God damn it, I'm going to do that one more time.
Take three. Third time's the charm.
Here we go, babies. This is happening. Here it comes. Here comes the magic.
Oh, Jesus.
Here comes Daddy.
Oh, no.
Welcome again, everybody, to the Media Lunch Break, bringing you all of your comic, geek, and movie news on the time that it takes to eat a good sandwich and eat a sleeve of Oreos. I don't know. I'm working with nothing here.
Do you do, like, warm-ups before this?
Not. I think it's pretty obvious
maybe you
that
should.
I do not. I mean, if by warm-ups you mean shots of tequila, then yes.
They warm you up real nice.
As always, my name is Chris Treble. Alongside me is my co-host, Andrew Dunn. Say hello, Andrew.
Tequila.
Tequila! We gotta start off another episode like this, and I'm getting pretty damn sick of it.
Oh, I already know where you're going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought this was supposed to be done with 2016.
Yeah, what the hell? What the hell? We got two of them this time. Number one, John Hurt.
Yeah.
Academy Award winner. Winner?
So he was nominated for The Elephant Man and for The Midnight Express.
Yes, okay. If anyone out there has not seen The Elephant Man, which I feel is actually one of those movies people think they've seen or want to say that they've seen but have never seen.
Yeah.
God, go see it. It's so freaking good.
Yeah.
He is tremendous in that. And just really anything. He was one of those guys who had that almost the voice of God type of thing.
Yeah.
Like an Anthony Hopkins or an Ian McKellen, where just anything he said just had gravitas to it.
Yeah. I mean, he was a very good classically trained actor.
But also, if you look over his resume, well,
you know, it's crazy.
So
I was going down his resume and not much that I recognized. Like,
No.
I really expected to see him in more things that I knew. But
No.
it's basically Elephant Man, V for Vendetta,
Alien.
Indiana Jones, Alien,
Yeah.
and Time Lord.
Right.
Doctor Who.
Right. Also 1984.
Oh.
Which I think is one of the reasons he's in for V for Vendetta. They like the
Makes sense.
imagery because he played not Big Brother,
The main guy.
In 1984, and then it's a nice turnabout to have him as kind of the Big Brother-esque in V for Vendetta.
Digression for a minute.
Yes.
Do you know why 1984 is named 1984? Why he selected that year?
I feel like I've heard this, but I can't recall for sure. So tell me.
The book was written in 48, so he just flipped the numbers.
That's so fascinating.
Yeah, right?
Because that year, just that number alone has become
Yeah.
like so prominent.
Everyone knows what
and
1984 means.
Yeah, prophetic
Yeah.
in literature and pop culture.
Yeah. His performance in V for Vendetta, by the way, is astonishing.
Yeah, I have not seen that. I have to revisit that movie.
It gets better every time I watch it.
Does it really?
Yeah.
I remember it being good with it, but not like
That's how I
blown
was.
away
Yeah,
with
when
it.
I saw it in theaters, I was like, all right, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
And then I watched it with a friend of mine shortly after I saw it in theaters and was like, that was a lot better than I remember it being.
Right.
And then shortly after my girlfriend moved to New York, we watched it because she had never seen it, and I was like, wow, that was way better.
Right.
I think it gets more and more relevant, too.
Yeah.
The more we feel that corporations are running the country.
Right. Yeah. Also, Harry Potter. He was in Harry Potter.
Oh, that's right.
He was the... I
He
don't know what they're
made the
called.
wands.
He made the wands.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing about that series is every British actor is in there. I mean, I gotta applaud that series because they really went, no, we can get everybody in this.
Well, they did the best job that I've ever seen of a casting agent of... Like, I remember reading the books and being like, Gary Oldman would be good in this role. Like,
And
as a
then they got Gary
child.
Oldman.
Yeah, and Gary Oldman is Sirius Black.
Yeah.
And I think I said the same thing about Alan Rickman.
Right.
I was like, oh, Alan Rickman would be perfect as Snape. And then Alan Rickman is cast as Snape.
Yeah, so it's... Again, John Hurt just like... that famous scene in Alien is just tremendous.
It's iconic.
Unbelievable. And you forget that it's him. That's the one thing about him is that he's had so many good roles. And most of the time you forget he's had them. You know what I mean? Like, it just kind of blends into... And I mean this as a compliment. His roles kind of blend into the movie that they become iconic, and you forget...
Yeah.
the fact that he was doing it.
Definitely.
He was just kind of so good at being a part of whatever project he's in.
Yeah.
The other one we got to talk about is Mary Tyler Moore passed away.
Oh, she sure did.
Which is like a boss, she did.
She didn't make it.
No, which is really sad. And I got to say, I was probably, and I think a lot of people, and we've talked about this before with other celebrities, is that I think it was a little more hit by this one than John Hurt.
Yeah.
Who's Carrie Fisher. We were talking about this with Carrie Fisher as well. That this is somebody who kind of is, she came into our home. She was part of our lives and the fabric of who we are.
I was always more of a fan of Rhoda.
I mean, Rhoda's good and all, but I think she really doesn't. I don't think enough credit can kind of be given to Mary Tyler Moore for the way that she pushed what a woman can do in a part and what a woman can do on screen. And
also, more importantly, in my opinion, what a woman can do in the workplace.
Yes. Well, that's what I mean. She really kind of encapsulated the idea of a woman who can really hold her own.
Yeah.
Both at home and in the workplace. And, the characters that she played, both of them on the Dick Van Dyke Show and the Mary Tyler Moore Show, just really, you watch that show and she goes toe to toe with some really great people.
Yeah.
And doesn't back down. Dick Van Dyke, that's not her show, but she makes it her show.
Yeah.
They made that an equal couple. In a time in television when that really wasn't the case.
Yeah.
And then to have her go on to Mary Tyler Moore and have her be single and working independently and all that, it really, it was a great example to a lot of women that life is acceptable.
Yeah.
And she just did it with charm. I mean, she did it with such charm and humor that enough can't be said about exactly what she's done for the idea of what a woman can be in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So that was sad. She lit up the world with her smile. All right, should we start the show proper?
Yeah.
With some news?
What we got?
You want some news?
I want some news.
I got tons of news.
Great.
I had news on news on news.
That's great news.
God, we're going to start this shit already. Jeez. Andrew, as always, I have news from DC. I have news from Marvel. The choice is yours. Which would you like to start with?
Star Wars?
Well, can you choose a different one? Can you choose something else, actually?
Harry Potter.
Too bad! I want to talk about Star Wars!
Such a piece of shit.
Yeah! Hey, so, there's a new Star Wars movie that's going to be coming out next year. Actually, this year. And it's got a title now.
Oh, yeah.
Star Wars The Last Jedi. It's the official title of Episode 8.
Yeah.
And as always with anything new with the saga films, it was announced on the internet, and then the internet exploded. I heard the title, I was like, yeah, good on you, I like it.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? What do you think?
I think it's good.
Uh-huh.
I actually do like it a lot. I think it's ambiguous enough.
Yeah, that's what I like about these titles.
Because I think a lot of people were like, well, this is saying
this
that
clearly
Luke
means
Skywalker's going to die or something. But, it
doesn't mean any of that shit. It never means any of that shit.
Well, he certainly is. That's the other thing, though. Like,
well, I mean...
Maybe not in this movie, but
someday.
If the title is about him,
right,
then he's just the last Jedi.
Great.
Right? Like, then eventually, when he dies, the Jedi Order will go away with him.
Right.
It's also possible that...
Rey is the last Jedi?
And it's also possible that...
They're both the last Jedi, because
Jedi
is plural for Jedi.
Here's something else that I haven't read on the internet, though, that I thought of that I think might be something of interest as well. What if last refers to previous?
Son of a bitch.
It could mean anything.
That's a Media Lunch Break exclusive. If anyone else floats that theory, we'll sue you. We won't do anything.
What if that's how we find out that Obi-Wan Kenobi is Rey's father, because he was the last Jedi?
Oh.
Or
like
Darth
that.
Vader was the last Jedi before
I
Luke.
mean, that's the thing about these titles. Everyone wants to read a million things into them.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, the Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
It's not actually a Return of the Jedi. It's a Return of a Jedi. It's it's not really. If you break down that grammar, it's not
Jedi.
a return. But it's not a return.
Well,
he didn't come back. He became a Jedi. But you know what I'm saying? I'm saying they're kind of ambiguous. Listen,
I don't think Return of the Jedi is, though, because he went off to train and came back when his training was finished.
Andrew, I really need a win right here. Could you just agree with me?
You know what? You're right.
Thank you. For fuck's sake, people. Andrew said I'm right. We're right. All right? Jeez. So why don't you just get off my dick about it?
You know I'm sure you do, but you know the story about Revenge of the Jedi, right?
Yes. Yeah, that was the working title, and then they changed it because they decided it was too violent or harsh or something.
That's partially right, but it wasn't the working title. It was the title of the movie. In fact...
Sorry, yes, that's what I mean. It was the title all the way up until... Somebody decided it wasn't.
Yeah,
like,
almost up until the release. They released
they have
trailers and posters.
Yeah, with Revenge of the Jedi. Yeah. Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like, these all are meant to be, you know.
I mean, The Last Jedi is such a... I mean, it's clearly a throwback to, like, the samurai ways. You know,
right.
and
well, I mean, that's
Ronin.
what these movies are meant to be. That's why the saga films... That's why the 7, 8, and 9... are better than the prequels because they're more in tune with what the originals were meant to be.
And the Force in general.
These B-roll movies from Lucas's childhood. They're they're just fun.
Well, in general, like it's clearly a throwback to old. The whole thing is a throwback to old, like Ronin ways and Ronin movies and Akira Kurosawa.
Right.
The Force is very clearly like based on Buddhism and Shintoism.
Right.
And lots of other Eastern religions, and Jedi are very clearly based on Ronin and samurai.
But what I'm saying is with the titles where everyone's reading into it, it's like, this is meant to be just... The titles are meant to be sexy. You know what I mean? They're meant to really just sell, like...
The Last Jedi
mystery.
Is really sexy.
It's really... Well, it's just mysterious.
Yeah, no, I'm not being sarcastic.
Yeah,
it's a really...
It is. It's a really sexy...
name.
Like, I saw it, and by the way, everyone's also making a shitstorm about it being in red, which makes no difference whatsoever. No. None. Because, they're going to change it to yellow when the movie comes out. They're going to change it to...
Well, that could be a nod that it's going to be referring to the Knights of Ren.
It could be, which is interesting.
I would love a Knights of Ren movie.
Yeah. Everyone thinks... I think that's the other reason everyone thought Luke was going to die in it, is that it's red and it's The Last Jedi, and they're reading into it. And I'm like, some marketing guy just went, it looks really good in red. You know what I mean? Like, they were like, we don't want this to look like The Force Awakens again. The Force Awakens... was really happy and hopeful because it's the first Star Wars movie we've had in forever.
Yeah.
Let's make it really ominous the second time around to separate it. That's why they made it red, everybody. Freaking nerds.
Yep.
I don't think I can make fun of nerds and be a nerd at the same time, can I?
Oh, that's all we do.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we're good. Hey, you know what else? So... the DCEU is just an utter disarray and collapsing beneath itself.
Fucking shocker.
Isn't it though? There were a couple of stories that came out about this, and good God, this is just a catastrophe.
This is magnificent because I haven't heard any of these.
Oh, really?
Yet. Yeah.
Okay. So, in no surprise whatsoever,
Ben Affleck is not directing Batman.
Ben Affleck is not directing the Batman. That's the story. That's
are
absolutely
you for real?
true. That is for real.
Oh my
he is
God.
not directing the Batman anymore. Yeah. So just let me retitle the headline of this story is
I was kidding.
Only thing Batman movie had going for it no longer has it going for it.
Oh,
yeah.
Chris.
Yeah. I mean, but let's be honest. Are we really surprised by this?
I am.
He was.
I thought that was like the only thing bringing him into it.
No, the only thing bringing him into it was the contract and millions upon millions of dollars they gave him to be Batman.
Do we know why? Like, was he asked to be off of it, or did he quit?
No, I don't think so.
Well, I wonder, because if he was like, yo, the script you gave me is shit.
Well, he keeps going. I mean, he was notoriously going, we're not going to do it until... Well, okay, so let me back up. Maybe he might have been asked to step down from it because, as we all recall, he kept saying, I'm not going
I'm
to
not gonna
do
do it
it
until the script is
the
good.
script is right. I'm not going to do it until the script is good.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, yeah, don't do it until the script is good. Except Warner Brothers is like, hey, we kind of have a timetable for this shit.
Right.
So even if the script isn't good, you got to still do it.
Yeah.
And so they might have said, listen, if you're not going to do it in the timetable that we need someone else to do it.
Yeah.
We need you to step back.
Which is insanity.
Which is insanity.
I can't believe that, dude.
Yeah, I know. I'm really sad because, listen, I love Ben Affleck as Batman. I think he's still going to be great. I'm still looking forward to a story with this Batman.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could say looking for it. I'm still intrigued.
You will still watch
by
it.
Oh, yeah.
You'll still pay to see it.
Yeah, I'll still pay to see it. But I'm still intrigued by a movie with this Batman and what that looks like.
Yeah.
But I'm less looking forward to it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
The same way that I felt about Edgar Wright and Ant-Man, where I was like, in a parallel universe, that movie is tremendous.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I feel it to the extent, because I mean, Edgar Wright, I'll see anything he does, whereas Ben Affleck, I'm always impressed by his work as a director.
Right.
And I think that is something that they really had, and some way or another they lost it.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a great gift that they had.
Yeah, I mean, some are saying that the underperformance of Live by Night didn't help anything.
The accountant.
But he didn't direct that one.
Oh, sure.
What they're saying is that Live by Night is his first kind of directorial. I don't even know if it's considered a bomb, but it's not.
Flop.
Yeah, it's a bit of a flop, and so he's sitting around going, well, you know, Live by Night kind of delayed me from doing this, and then also we're not doing this until the script is right. And they're like, well,
and also
your last
wasn't very
movie
good.
also wasn't great, and now we're waiting for
the movie that you used to delay this.
Yeah, isn't great, and now you're delaying it so you can make a great movie. And we're like, well, how great can this possibly be anyway? That's an idea that's floating around. So to go in tandem with that,
oh no, come on,
the Flash movie, which has gone through 3 directors, at least 2 that I can think of, maybe 3 if we're counting Lord and Miller, if they were going to ever direct their own script.
Sure.
Is now not only doesn't have a director, but they are going for a page 1 rewrite.
Wow.
On The Flash.
I mean, that's good news, right?
You'd think that, but here's the thing. They're going for a page 1 rewrite from a script that was written by Lord and Miller.
Oh, no.
You have the best guys in Hollywood right now who wrote you a script, and you can't get a director to stay on, and now you're going, you know what? The only thing we had going for it, let's throw it out. They have this whole thing cast. It's cast. And now they're just changing the script, which I assume is now means it's not cast anymore.
Well, I mean, if they know they want to keep those same characters.
Well, right, but that's the thing.
Because that seems like something DC would want to do, is say, these are actors we want to continue to work with in our universe.
Right, but they have people like, obviously they're going to keep Ezra Miller as Barry Allen.
Mm-hmm.
They're almost definitely going to keep, I forget who they cast as Iris West, but whoever they cast as Iris West. But they also had Billy Crudup as Henry Allen. Henry Allen.
Oh, yeah.
As the Flash's dad.
Yeah. Which
is a great get, and I was really looking forward to see how they incorporate that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they're still going to... do they still have that aspect in the...
I'm sure they will, yeah.
I think they will, too, but this movie is so topsy-turvy. It's supposed to have started shooting by now. It's inevitably pushed back. That's the other thing that drives me nuts in hearing in tandem with the Ben Affleck movie is what the hell is going on out there? Somebody's just... I think there's a dog attacking it.
You know what's crazy? After editing these videos, not to digress too much, but there are times where we comment on things that we can hear in the microphones that don't get picked up.
All right, you can't hear this out there, but a dog is going crazy. I can only assume that...
And there's a woman
if you've ever seen the movie The Raid, it's going on outside Andrew's doorway right now. The one thing that kind of drives me nuts now about hearing the news about Affleck is that, if it's true that they wanted him to step down because they're trying to get a Batman movie in the works.
Yeah.
I'm like, you've got the Flash with nothing.
Yeah.
That's gotta also come. So what do you like pressuring the Batman movie for?
Well,
when you've got a whole nother.
That's the thing, though. You got to look at it through their eyes. The
Right.
Flash is a.
I know it's a lesser property.
It's almost a formality.
Yes, it is. But if this is supposed to follow, because the other thing is it was supposed to kind of follow Justice League. I think they didn't want to do as much an origin story as a sequel to Justice League.
Sure.
In a sort of way,
because
with
it's
the
coming
Flash,
after, right?
Because it's coming after.
Yeah.
Whereas the Batman movie, there was a lot of rumor on like, is it a prequel? Is it a this? Is it a that? And I'm like, you got this movie lined up that you're saying is supposed to come right after this other movie, and you got nothing.
Well, I think a big problem is that I think it's the opposite of the problem that you're sort of thinking, because I think what they're doing is putting too much weight onto the Flash movie.
Right.
Because they're saying, look, anyone's going to come see a Batman movie. It doesn't matter who we get to direct it. Maybe it boosts our views by like a couple mil. Who cares?
Right.
You know? But the Flash, we have to convince people to go to this movie, so it has to be really good. So if they read the script, if Zack Snyder reads the script and decides that it's not going to make money,
right,
then he's going to reboot that thing from scratch, you know?
I mean, at this point, listen, I love DC. I've grown up with DC. I was really looking forward to these movies. Is there any hope for this universe anymore?
Do you mean this one or the DCEU?
The DCEU. I've already checked out of this one. I'm done.
Well, I was going to say, if you weren't, then this would take you out,
I mean, this kind of put the nail in the coffin. But, like, I mean, is there any fucking hope for this shit anymore? Like, when do we start just going, let's think about relaunching this?
When do you think DC is going to change their name to not Marvel?
I think they should just change their name to Marvel and spell it LE, and in the hopes that everybody will just get confused,
walk into the wrong
movie. Like, that's the best thing that they can do at this point.
Like, Aquaman? Is that Namor? You know what? Never mind. Just give me the ticket.
Yeah, just go in. Yeah, I that's really what they should do at this point, because I'm like, man, I am just warned as a fan of these properties, as a fan of this publisher. Their books are great, and don't anybody confuse me on that.
Yeah.
But like, you got the biggest names in the history of comics. You really do. How?
Well, and you can do basically anything you want.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
What the fuck are you doing over here?
Like, Marvel can do anything they want, and they are.
And the thing I'll argue about Marvel is that they can do anything that they want, and they are, but with the exception of a few properties, for the most part, they have pretty obscure characters, and have been choosing. I'm saying with the exception of a few properties, but like Iron Man was fairly well known, but not widely well known to a lot of people.
I guess Captain America was kind of a dud before the movie.
Well, Captain America is one of their most widely known. Spider-Man.
It was known, but people were like,
eh. Yeah, but that's what I mean.
Yeah,
like,
that's a good point. People love Spider-Man. People love the Hulk. The rest are you have
Spider-Man, the Hulk, and Captain America. I would argue as a character, if you were to go to someone and say who doesn't read comics and say name a comic book character, those three characters would probably just be able to be rattled off the top of their head.
I would argue though that Captain America is rattled off because of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Now, but I think
I don't think before that he would be in the three.
But my point is, for the most part, they've been choosing just the most obscure characters and being able to do it.
Yeah.
If you're DC, you got Superman, who is like, people who don't speak English know who Superman is.
Right.
Like when whenever you see like an uprising of a government or something on TV, there's always one inspiring shot of somebody in a Superman t-shirt. Like, everybody knows who this guy is.
Yeah.
He transcends his own character. How are you fucking this up? I don't get it.
It's sad, though, because it's an easy thing to fuck up when you're given a guy who can literally do anything, you know?
I get that. But also, like, on the flip side, you also have Batman. You know what I mean? You have the light and you have the dark.
But they haven't done that yet.
And somehow you have... I don't understand. Like, I'm on a rant, so just...
No, I gotcha. But they haven't done that yet.
Fucking get it together.
We've only really gotten Superman.
Yes.
You know? And then we had Batman versus Superman, which didn't really have a protagonist.
Right.
Like, it sort of jumped back and forth and jumped all around and
Yeah.
had its own flaws that didn't necessarily have to do with the characters.
Right.
It had to do with, or didn't necessarily have to do with those two characters.
Yeah. I think I'm just always baffled by it because if you look at the type of hero that DC puts out and the type of hero that Marvel puts out,
Yeah.
the type of movies that those two companies make should be flipped.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because,
I gotcha.
Because DC puts out very fun, cartoony type characters. Everybody's got a cape. Everybody's got a mask. Everybody, you know what I mean? None of the cities are real cities.
They're archetypes,
They're
too.
archetypes, yeah. And that, the Marvel movies are fun. I'm not saying they're cartoony, but they're fun. They're very popcorny movies in a great way. That's what a DC movie should be.
Yeah.
If anything...
Well, Marvel Comics is more about the action.
Yeah, and Marvel Comics is more about the action, but they also, they try and kind of base it in a real world.
All
All
really
their cities are real. They want to...
Well, I hadn't thought of that, though, because it is about the spectacle for Marvel Comics, and that's part of their cities being real, is that you're thinking, oh my god, look at this.
right there,
Well,
yes.
and you're like, look at this building collapsing in New York, when the DC movies are doing exactly that.
Thing. Yeah, and it makes no sense, and that's why I'm like, I don't understand how the other company, the other guys are doing exactly what you should be doing.
Well,
with your characters.
Marvel's very fortunate as well in that they had Jon Favreau write the formula for every movie they would make following that.
Right, but also it's not a complicated formula.
It's not at all, but they know that it works.
Right.
DC is still trying to figure out their formula.
But that's what I'm saying. Why are you trying to figure out the formula? Dude, it's there. It's there.
I suppose, but I also would be upset if we went to DC movies and just saw Marvel movies. Like, I think they're trying to do something and just failing miserably.
Yeah.
And I think what they're trying to do is separate themselves from Marvel.
Right.
And which is interesting because we want them to separate themselves from Marvel.
I do.
We don't like the formula. I mean, that's the worst thing about Marvel is that it's very, very formulaic.
Yeah. And I think I've defended it on this show. I know I've defended it off of this show, the Man of Steel, and the tone that it takes. And listen, if you love the Dick Donner movies, I'm gonna get off this because I'm getting over it. But if you love the Dick Donner movies, they're always there. So if you want the hope and the fun and everything like that, they're there. And so I like that the idea of like, let's take Superman and take him in a slightly more serious tone. But as they've progressed, it's just gotten more and more serious and heavy and blah blah blah. And I'm like, what? How are you?
Yeah, you have to get there.
Yeah.
You can't just start there.
Yeah. So, all right.
You can't just in the first movie have Superman snap a dude's neck.
Yeah. Jesus. I mean, you can, but there's you can't.
Yeah, there's a whole thing.
There's a whole thing. Anyway, I'm going to get off this because otherwise I'm going to have an aneurysm. In not a related story, but a slightly related story. This is an ongoing story. It's almost a media lunch break favorite. Star Trek Discovery has been delayed once again.
Oh, no.
Yeah, delayed once again.
Did they lose Ben Affleck?
They might as well. Let's see. So, if you're keeping track of the timeline that this is going, it was supposed to premiere this month.
Oh, I thought the first one was May.
Right. It was originally supposed to premiere this month. Then it got pushed back to May. And now, you know when they pushed it back?
October.
Well, your guess is as good as ours because they don't even know. They don't even know when it's going to come out.
Great.
They keep casting it, though. They just casted Spock's dad as... I don't got the guy's name. He was just
Leonard
on Gotham. Leonard Nimoy was Spock.
Yeah, but he could play his dad. That would be great if he wasn't dead.
That doesn't even make sense. Where's this guy? Oh, James Frain. You probably recognize him.
I really thought you were going to say James Franco.
Do you recognize this guy?
No.
Okay. He was on Gotham for a little bit. He's one of those guys, like, he'll pop up. He works a lot. But what... Okay. Here's my other soapbox. Let me just get on this soapbox about Star Trek Discovery now. Stop telling us every time you do something because you keep delaying it. You know what I mean? Like they're always
maybe that's the point though of delaying it indefinitely.
Well, but all you do is call attention to the clusterfuck that is like it's taking so long.
Yeah, but
they
have to say that they're delaying it, otherwise it would get to be May. And
I'm not saying don't talk about delaying it, but they always follow it with like, but we've cast a new person. Like it always makes it sound like it's getting closer to completion.
Yeah, when in
reality, and then it keeps, but when in reality it's getting farther away. And I'm like, hey, stop telling us anything. Just be like, from now on, just go radio silent. Don't tell us ever when it's coming out. Don't tell us who you cast. Don't tell us what it's about. Don't tell us anything. And then just the next day, just go. And we have 13 episodes. Here you go, everybody. Like that's the best thing you can do at this point.
What? It's not a channel, right? What is it on?
It's on CBS. It's going to be on CBS All Access, which is
their Netflix.
CBS's their version of Netflix. Their pay internet service, and they're kind of like banking it on Star Trek to help launch this thing. I think they're also banking it on, there's a Good Wife spinoff called The Good Fight, which is a great show, by the way. If you've never seen The Good Wife.
Fight?
I haven't seen The Good Fight. Oh. It hasn't premiered. But if you've never seen The Good Wife, it's actually a really well done show.
I've heard that from you.
Probably. It's a good show.
Great.
Have you watched it yet?
No.
Have you watched it now?
Yes.
Okay. What'd you think?
Sucked.
Tell me everything about all of the episodes.
Sucked. Episode 2 sucked. Okay. Episode 3 sucked.
Episode 4 was pretty good though, right?
That was pretty good. 5 sucked.
Yeah, no, that's fair. All right, so they're kind of banking on those two shows, I think, to really kind of launch CBS All Access.
Yeah. Which
is going to be really tough because they lost one of their shows.
Are they delaying when All Access comes out?
No, I think All Access has kind of started.
Yikes!
As in, because you can pay for it now and watch all of other CBS's other stuff.
Sure.
Like the stuff that they actually air on television as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if The Good Fight has started. I think
it doesn't matter. Like that's not enough to get people to watch that.
No, but that's the thing. Is like they were really banking on bringing on a whole new audience other than CBS watchers with money to get into this.
The Good Fight is something you watch when you have already started to watch All Access because of Star Trek. There's no one who's like, ooh, I'm going to pay $8.99 a month for that Good Wife spinoff or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean is people who wanted CBS All Access because they liked being able to, they don't want DVR so they can watch the rest of the CBS shows. Yeah. That's fine for them, and The Good Fight is that show. They were really banking on Star Trek to bring in a whole different audience for them. And they just keep delaying this. And this is what I mean. Like, stop telling us things.
Yeah.
Just stop talking. And we won't notice it hasn't come out yet. Because I've lost track at this point.
Yeah.
Stop being like, but a new casting is coming. I'm like, well, what good is it? You haven't even started shooting. So who gives a shit?
And who knows that their scheches are still going to be cleared by then.
That's the thing. Is I keep waiting for other casts to drop out. It's just this weird domino effect. What was the other? We had 2 trailers come out. I don't think we've talked about these the last time. No, we haven't talked since these came out.
I can't help you because I don't know what they are.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna. But you'll be able to guess. Go guess right now. Do it.
Beauty and the Beast.
No, but that's a good guess. That was a pretty good trailer. Did you see that?
Yeah, did you see it? Yeah. So there were 3 trailers that came out.
Yeah, but that wasn't one of the ones I was going to talk about.
I already bought my tickets.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
IMAX.
Actually. That's going to be fucking great in IMAX.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
I bought them day of. They were all ready for opening night.
I'm such a loser. When is it opening?
March 17th.
Yeah. Oh,
or
is
that it? Okay.
March something.
I don't remember.
Yeah. No.
But that actually means March 16th.
Right. Exactly. Yes. That's going to be good. Yeah.
We're such nerds, and not in a good way.
What was I talking about?
Trailers. Like the kind you hitch up to your truck.
Yeah. I'm thinking about getting one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you have a truck?
No.
You thinking about getting one to live in?
Yes.
Great.
It's just having a stove has gotten too much of a burden, and I really just want to have a hot plate.
I have no idea what trailers you're talking about.
Like the trailers that you live in, but they don't, you got a hot plate, and maybe you get
I actually have
a mini
video
fridge.
game news. Do you want me to do video game news instead?
No, let's talk about my thing.
Okay.
Let's just talk about whatever I want to talk about.
That sounds like a great
Actually,
idea.
no. Let's do your video game news first, and then So we're gonna talk about trailers. You guys take your time and guess which ones while we talk about this.
Oh, does that mean it's time
Yes,
for me
when I'm pointing to you,
Okay.
it means I want you to start whatever the fuck you're gonna say, Andrew.
Well, Square Enix, actually, I wonder if this has...
I do know this story.
So there's a couple, actually,
I
because
don't know
this
story.
might not be the one. What I had thought of is probably not what you were thinking of, but Square Enix just released that they have a multi-year, multi-game contract with Marvel.
Yes.
And we got a pretty cool teaser trailer for that. But actually, what I was going to say is... Square Enix also is... I mean, this is the time to invest in Square Enix, I think, because they also just announced that they're getting...
Wait, hold on. Hold on a second. Done. Okay, great. I just invested in Square Enix.
It's a good idea. So,
how much should I have put in?
Like 60 cents.
Oh.
Did you do too much or too little?
I put in...
You're like, I
all
put in
of it.
6.5 inches.
I put in all of it.
So, I...
all of my savings are in Square Enix. Is
That's
this
great.
a sure thing?
Yes. Trust me.
Do you know a guy?
I know of a guy.
I'll take it. Continue.
So they also released that they are one step closer to, on the 20th anniversary of Final Fantasy VII, releasing a complete, revamped, reimagined version of Final Fantasy VII as a video game.
Ooh.
So they're just going to like do it as a PS4 game with the same maps, the same characters, and the same
Right.
storylines, which
But
is pretty
just
cool.
up the graphics
Yeah.
and up the...
And they
that's
got
gonna look-
voice actors and stuff now too, so it's not just text.
Right. Oh, really?
Yeah, and they also announced
That's gonna
that
be beautiful.
they released the first picture of Kingdom Hearts 3, which is a video game I've been looking for.
Yeah. I have to get into Kingdom Hearts.
It's
I've
fantastic.
heard nothing but amazing things.
It's one of those games. I remember I used to watch a video game, like the G4 Tech TV
Right.
had a TV show called X-Play, and it was a TV show that would review video games and stuff like that. And I remember they announced Kingdom Hearts, and they were like, "Yeah, this. Don't rush out and buy this when it comes out. It looks pretty awful. Like
Right.
it's mixing Final Fantasy with Disney. It doesn't seem like it makes any sense. It's
Yeah.
probably going to be bad." And the day it dropped, they issued like a formal apology because it was like one of the greatest games to be released that year.
Yeah, I've heard, and I've seen gameplay of it. I've
It's
watched
fantastic.
people. It's great. It looks.
But they
amazing.
released a picture of the main character, Sora, standing in front of what is probably the main villain's building.
Right.
And it's from the back of him. And that's the same image as Final Fantasy VII's original cover photo.
Oh, that's awesome.
But with Cloud instead of Sora.
Right.
And I don't remember the name of it, but the tower that he's bringing down.
Right. Probably the Dark Tower.
No, it's got a Japanese name.
Probably the Epcot Castle.
I think it's called the Trump Tower?
Yeah, that's the one. That's fascinating. That Avengers trailer looks
Yeah.
fucking
I don't
phenomenal.
even remember the name of it, but
I don't even care. I'm there.
yeah.
I'm already
I watched
there.
it 3 times.
I don't
and
even
remember the name.
know, like, it's amazing. I don't even know what the game's about.
Yeah.
I don't even know all the characters that are in it.
I remember I went onto Instagram and just scrolled through, and I saw Marvel was like, "Hey, next, tomorrow at 10 a.m. tune in. We have big news or whatever." And I was like, "Yeah, whatever. I'm not doing that." And then like 3 days
whatever.
later, I was like, "Well, yeah, whatever was that?" And I
Yeah.
went to their Instagram and saw the trailer.
Yeah, it looks amazing. And like I said, the thing about it is, like, I'm there. I don't know what this game is, but I already want it.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's an asylum, like an Arkham Asylum type.
I have a hunch
format,
it's going
if
to
it's
be,
gonna be
a turn-based RPG. Would be my guess.
Right.
Because that's what Square Enix does.
Right. Oh, okay. Yeah, name some other than Final Fantasy.
I mean, Final Fantasy 1
Hearts.
through 15
Okay.
and Tactics. Kingdom Hearts isn't turn-based, it's fully real-time, so like
Okay.
that means it's just like you just mash X while you're beating people and hope
Yeah.
you hit them.
Yeah.
But most of their games I think are turn-based.
Okay.
And usually very heavily based in strategy.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'm just fascinated to see what exactly.
Yeah, me too.
Want.
What were your trailers?
So we had 2 trailers. Power Rangers.
Oh yeah.
We had the new Power Rangers trailer, and we had the new Logan trailer.
Did I see that?
Did you?
I don't think I did.
You didn't see the new Logan trailer?
I don't think so. I've been too busy, man. I've been sick.
We got. Hold
What
on.
am I supposed to do all day? I've been busy resting. When was I supposed
Hold
to
on.
watch?
Just hang on.
When was I supposed to watch the trailer? I was busy resting.
You were busy laying in a bed. Okay. You saw the new Power Rangers trailer?
Yes.
Okay. Thoughts on that? We got a couple new things in this trailer. Saw Zordon.
Yeah.
With Brian Cranston, or Brian Cranston as Zordon, I should say.
We saw him hanging out with Brian Cranston.
Yep, we saw Zordon and Brian Cranston.
We saw
just getting a pint.
Alpha 5. Right?
We saw Alpha, yeah.
Alpha still looks terrible.
Alpha still looks weird. Sounds great.
Yeah. Zordon looks great.
Zordon does look great.
I still don't think I'm going to see this movie.
Okay.
Did you ever watch Power Rangers after you became an adult?
Not religiously, not like actually.
No.
Just saw an episode
hear me
or
out.
two.
So I remember getting together with a bunch of friends the day that Power Rangers was released on Netflix.
Yes.
We all got together, and it was me and like 10 other people. We all sat on the couch. We got snacks. We got alcohol. We got soda. Like whatever. We had a whole party.
We were like,
for
we're
it.
gonna watch this.
Yeah, we were like, this is great. I haven't seen this in like 15 years. It's gonna be the best.
Right.
And then we put it on and got about 15 minutes in, and we're like, yeah, shut that shit off.
Yeah, no, listen, the show is really bad. I get that. But I will say this, and I was talking about this with a friend just today. I like the property. Like, I like the idea. It's an interesting property, and I think it has a lot of potential. And it looks like they're not doing it. I'm not saying they're like not doing it as a kids movie, but I'm just saying.
See, that's my fear. Saban is too scared to do.
Yeah, but they're doing a little better than it
used to be.
Than it used to be, which
here's the one thing this had going for it, and I'll tell you why it doesn't anymore. When it first was announced that Bryan Cranston was going to be Zordon, I was like, wow, this must be pretty good then.
Right.
Because why would Bryan Cranston put himself on a shitty movie?
Right.
Then over winter break, my girlfriend's parents wanted to go see Why Him.
Don't let Why Him ruin Power Rangers for you. No, let me actually backtrack that. Don't let Why Him ruin Bryan Cranston for you.
Man, it nearly did.
Is there food here?
No.
Oh, fuck.
But, yeah, I watched that movie, and he was not horrendous.
Well, yeah.
He wasn't great, though.
Well, it's Why Him? I mean, come on, dude. I'm still looking forward to this movie.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It's not...
I'm
the
gonna
top
wait
of my list?
I'm going to wait
No.
until I hear the reviews.
Okay.
And decide then. Because at
To
this
not
point...
go.
Yeah. Regardless of what they say.
I'm going to decide not to go based
After
on the
they...
reviews.
Yes, exactly. I'm glad you understand.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think it looks interesting. I think it looks good. Do I think it looks great? Does it light my world on fire?
What's the plot?
Who gives a shit?
When you say it looks good...
robots fighting each other. Who gives a goddamn?
Look,
all right?
when you say
There's kids, and they're morphing all over the damn place, and they're wearing
a mighty amount
of morphing going on, which is also, I think, the tagline. And if it's not, it damn well should be.
It will be when we're 80. And they're trying to, pitch it to us.
Yeah, sure.
A mighty amount!
A mighty amount of morphing going on. I like the alliteration in that. That's
pretty
nice.
Good.
There's...
Anyway, there's nothing about it. All you see is, the flashy effects.
Well, that's all there is to this movie. I guarantee you.
Right. So when you say it looks good...
Yeah, I meant literally, visually it looks good. That's all it has going for it. Listen, do I think it's going to carry a great amount of emotional depth? Nope. But then again, neither do I. Who gives a damn?
When we see how many Oscars it wins, that's when I'll decide.
Also not to see it. The second one that came out is
Logan.
You
said that already.
Yeah, I know. I'm pulling it up so you can watch it, so we can talk about it.
Nice.
All right, so I'm gonna hold on. Is this gonna do this? I just want to make sure this is the right one.
Is this the one that starts in the kitchen, in the deli or whatever, the bodega? Yeah, I saw this.
I did a whole thing to line this up, and now...
Yeah, you can turn that off. I saw this. But yeah, you asked me just then if I like the song on the new the new trailer, and I like it better than it feels less. It feels more natural with that. It feels like it could be in the background of what's happening instead of a musical, like a music video.
Right. So, all right, thoughts on... Okay, a couple of things on this new trailer.
Yeah.
first thing that struck me, comic books?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there would be, right?
Which I love.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. And I love it for a couple of reasons. And really, I think the main thing that that intrigues me about it is this idea of... Because they've said it's not... Logan is not part of any of the timelines. They don't really make any sense. I mean, and we were talking about this on our way over here. Like, there's no timelines anymore in this universe. Who gives a damn?
Yeah, when we were wondering if
whatever.
When you asked if something was in the timeline with X-Men or said it wasn't in the timeline with X-Men.
Yeah.
And my response was, what timeline?
There is no timeline. Yeah, and you're right, and that's fine, and that's totally good. Which I kind of love, because I love the idea of...
They can sort of do anything.
Well, yeah, they can kind of do anything. And part of me wants it to be... like... You have a couple of timelines, and one is just the X1 through 3.
Sure. Days
of Future Past, and then Logan.
Well, almost none of those work with each other anyway. Like, there are continuity errors.
X3 kind of doesn't work. X1 to Days of Future Past. No, that's a lie.
There are continuity errors between every single one.
But I just I guess what I'm saying is, I love the idea that, say we take Days of Future Past, right? And that revamped kind of everything. Because it kind of did. It brought a bunch of characters back to life that were dead and blah, blah, blah. And then you have this new movie. And what I really love, because he has that line about the comics, and he's like, a quarter of it maybe happened, the rest of it didn't. But in the comics, he's wearing the yellow suit.
Oh.
And I would love if... They don't have to put him in it, but just acknowledge, there was a time he actually did wear the yellow suit.
I mean, they've sort of done that.
What?
At the end of the Wolverine.
Yes, but that's a deleted scene.
No.
Yes.
No, it's not. It's the after credit scene.
Nope. No, it's not. It's a deleted scene. The after credit scene is where he's going into the airport, and Professor X and Magneto are there, and they freeze everyone in the airport, and they say, "We need your help."
Yeah, I remember that happening.
Yeah, but the other one is an alternate ending. Because I just watched this movie last month.
Oh, an alternate ending. So it's a different post-credit scene.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. With the box, and she gives him the
See, I didn't think it was deleted. I thought it was remember in Wolverine, X-Men Origins or whatever? They had
only movie that doesn't count anywhere.
That's true. But they also had 3 different post-credit scenes.
Right. Yes, I do remember that.
So I wondered if it was something like that.
No. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Where it was end of the movie, then mid-credits, then very end.
No. X-Men Origins Wolverine, depending on where you saw it, had a different ending.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's...
The one that I saw had him...
making a better movie.
Oh, Jesus, I wish. It had the camera zooming out of the rubble.
Oh, and it's the Deadpool one? I have seen that one.
There's another one where he's in a bar in Hawaii.
Who, Deadpool?
No, sorry. Logan. Wolverine.
What's he doing in the bar in Hawaii?
Doing shots or something.
That's
it? He talks to the bartender. I haven't actually seen it. I just know what happens. The bartender says something like... oh, do you dance or something? And he says, I remember he says some dance to forget, I dance to remember, something stupid.
What the fuck?
It's really, I mean, it was in X-Men Origins. What do you expect?
So it doesn't even count. I was saying this to somebody. I would love the idea of okay, you have Days of Future Past, and that kind of erased everything that...
Yeah, they had a clean slate.
They had a clean slate to set up the stage for this lovely curtain call for Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
So I would love if, and like I said, they don't have to show it, or if they did, it's just kind of the same way that they in Suicide Squad they put Harley Quinn in the comic suit for half a second.
Sure. Yeah.
Something like that. But just this idea of, okay, between the last movie and this movie, there was a time where this character found some sort of a peace.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? And there was a happier time, and that's when he wore the yellow suit, and then everything went to shit, and that's where this movie picks up.
Sure.
That's what I would love for the plot to be. It's probably not true, but I would love if that's a thing to put in there. Either way, I love the comics included in there.
Can anyone else? Can you hear that?
I can hear it. I doubt that they can. Is that a cat or
Is that
a
my
child?
cat?
No, your cat's...
Oh, no, that's a child.
That's
Thank
a
God.
Oh, no. Thank God. It's just a child crying. It's not my cat.
It's just a child in pain, not an animal.
Well, dodged a bullet. Woo! That being said, I'm not going out there to help it.
What I was going to say...
That kid is really distracting us from our podcast.
I know.
Shut up!
When somebody shake that baby.
Oh, please edit that one out. No, you know what? Leave it in. I've said enough really shitty things. You should take a hit.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Um,
But no, I was gonna say, like, in Old Man Logan in the comic, he has found peace in a way that he no longer fights.
Yeah.
And it's up to Hawkeye to sort of reinstate
Rattle him out
that
of
into
that.
him.
Yeah. The action sequences with the kid look really good.
Yeah, look, man, there is no trailer that they could show that would make me confident in this movie. I have no ability at this time to say yes, it'll be good or no, it'll be bad.
Okay.
But I am very, very cautious because of a few reasons.
Okay.
One, X-Men movies have gotten progressively worse since First Class.
Yes.
Two, it's another Wolverine movie, which have all been bad.
I disagree. I like the Wolverine.
The Wolverine is not... See, in my opinion, the Wolverine is not a good movie. I think it feels much better after seeing Wolverine Origins, but it's not a great... Like, there's no real arc. No one really changes.
It's not a great movie, but I like it. It's entertaining.
It's fine.
I like it. It's fine. I'm not saying it's the best in the bunch.
I expect much better from superhero movies at this point. But,
yeah.
They haven't been great. Like, the Wolverine wasn't, it was
I get what you're saying.
Mildly disappointing, in my opinion.
Yeah, all right. I'll give you that.
Third reason, children in movies are a cancer.
Wow.
To your movie.
Wow.
Always. Iron Man 3, it was one of my biggest problems with that movie, was that child. It made no sense.
I like the kid. Kids are cute. Whatever. You're just a cynical asshole.
Jake Lloyd.
Who the hell is that?
Exactly. I bet your wife knows. I didn't mean that to sound so interrogative.
What?
So aggressive.
I gotta make a call.
Jake Lloyd is...
Hold on a second.
Jake Lloyd is the young man...
Honey? Who the fuck is Jake Lloyd? What do you mean you don't know? You know! Get him out of the house!
She actually probably wouldn't know, but he's the young man who is young.
Okay, I'll talk to you later. I love you.
I love you too.
Andrew loves you too. She says loves you more.
Don't put out tonight.
Well, there was no issue there.
Listen to me, okay?
Hold on a second. All right, I'll talk to you later.
End
Bye.
this bit.
End of the bit is now.
Endius Piteous. I had a point, sir.
Jake Lloyd.
Yes.
Jack Lloyd.
Nope, Jake Lloyd.
Jacob Lloyd?
Young Anakin Skywalker.
He's in jail now.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it's true.
He went to jail for a little while, but now he's like saving the rainforests.
Same diff. Anyway.
He's in his own personal, emotional prison.
One kid. So yes, sometimes kids in movies are bad.
I've named 2 so far. I can keep going if you would like.
You named Jake Lloyd. That was 1.
And what's his face in Iron Man 3?
I was okay with that kid.
You were wrong.
Fuck you. Fair enough. You're right. Yeah, listen, I get it, but I think hold on.
Yeah, give me more.
Room. What about the movie Room? The kid is great in that movie.
Give me 2 more, so you beat my number.
Little Miss Sunshine, Abigail Breslin.
I haven't seen it, so I can neither confirm nor deny.
Okay, so that's gonna go in my
I'll allow
column. Wait, there was one more. I had it. No, it's almost there. Don't cut me off. Hold on. Stop. Why? Just give me some time. Shut up. Hold on. Stop making all this noise. I can't think. something with early Dakota Fanning.
Oh, you mean like War of the Worlds? No, that was terrible.
Wait, hold on.
I'm going to add that to mine, so now you need 2 more.
Fuck. Can I just say Room twice?
The sequel.
Room 2, The Roganing.
Room 2, The Therapy.
Room 2, this time. It's personal.
Electric Boogaloo.
All right, I get it. Yeah, sometimes kids are bad. All right, sometimes kids are good. Sometimes kids are bad.
Usually kids are bad.
I'm saying I think it looks all right. Hot diggity damn.
It's your turn now because you got the money.
Yay, okay. Yeah, anyway, I think Logan looks good. You think Logan looks bad.
I don't think it looks bad. I think it looks fine. I'm just concerned.
All right, that's fair. That I will grant you that there's totally, due to the track record of this franchise, it's okay to be concerned.
Yeah.
That being said, I think it's going to be a great way to send off Hugh Jackman. And by that I mean they're going to kill him at the end of the movie. And by that I don't mean Wolverine. They're literally going to shoot Hugh Jackman in
They
the
already
head.
have because they finished shooting, so to speak.
And literally. That's all right. That's all the actual news stories I got. I got a couple more. We're going to lightning round this
Let's do it.
right now. Here we go. I'm going to just say the news story. You're going to give me the first thing that comes out of your mouth about it. Ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go. G.I. Joe 3 and Transformers was supposed to be a crossover between the two franchises. End of G.I. Joe 3 was supposed to introduce a crossover between G.I. Joe and Transformers. Go.
No.
All right. James Cameron and Tim Miller possibly collaborating on a reboot and conclusion to the Terminator franchise.
Yay.
All right. Tim Story possibly directing a new Shaft movie.
I don't know who that is.
Tim Story directed Fantastic Four.
Fine. I'm not going to see it anyway.
All right. Lord and Miller are making an animated Spider-Man movie with Miles Morales as the Spider-Man. Good idea or good idea?
Who's playing Miles Morales?
It's an animated movie. Who cares?
Who's voicing him?
They don't know yet. It doesn't matter.
Then probably good.
All right. Is it about time that they finally did this with Miles Morales? Or is it about fucking time that they did this with Miles Morales?
They have already.
God damn you. You just ruined the lightning round. That's the end of the lightning round, though. You got through it. That's going to be in the end of the show, too. You did that,
great.
too. Oh, hey, Andrew. Hey, Andrew.
I always think that I'm going to write these down, and then I never do.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just going to ask you a random question at this time. Hey, Andrew. Hey, Andrew. Hey, Andrew. Where can they find us?
They can find us at twitter.com. Our handle there is Media Lunch Break. They can also find us on patreon.com/the Media Lunch Break and chip in a couple bucks a month there if you feel like it. Although I have not added a video there ever.
Sure.
So even if
keep
we
checking
get
back,
patrons,
and one of these days we just might do it.
and we just might take
crazy enough to do it.
We just might take your money. You can find us on Facebook.com. I don't know what we are there, but
Just
you can look
search
us
us
up.
yeah.
You can find us on YouTube, on SoundCloud, Google Play Music, on iTunes.
Subscribe to us
you can
on all of
subscribe to
those
us on all of
things.
those. I've lost count, but you can email us at themedialunchbreak@gmail.com. You can also visit our website at www.themedialunchbreak.com. I think
that's all of them.
Yeah,
I think we did
that's
it.
all of them.
We did it. We didn't even count all of them.
We did another one.
We did another one of these.
How do you feel?
I'm a little spent. I'm not gonna lie.
I kind of got to poop.
Yeah?
Yeah. Kinda.
Do you need me to hold your hand again?
Look, it took a long time to put that hole in the bathroom door, and then I had to explain to my girlfriend why there was a hole in the bathroom door,
Yeah.
and that got really weird.
So you're saying if you put a hole in the bathroom door, we might as well use it?
So what I'm saying is yes.
Okay. That's fine. All right.
All right, are we leaving?
Yeah, that's going to be it. All right.
So long,
Stop
farewell,
singing.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Stop doing this. Do you want to finish it?
Goodbye.
All right, great. Glad you feel good about that. Do you feel good about that?
I feel great.
I feel like 50-50.
I have to poop.
Okay. Sometimes I've wondered, do I have a very high threshold for pain, or am I just in so much constant pain I no longer even notice?
Well, now you know what it's like to be around you.
You son of a bitch.